Hello, and welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel, Time Travel is Possible. Today we're going back to 1988 and we're getting close to my 50th video. I think this is number 48, so hopefully we'll have a good one for the 50th coming up. Just wanted to go over Beetlejuice today, and I have a lot of Beetlejuice movie props, and then I also have these toys that are sealed in box by Kenner from 1988. So I think Beetlejuice is one of my favorite movies. I'm sure if you're tuning in right now, it's one of your favorite ones. So let's just go right into some of these movie props that I have. Handbook for the Recently Deceased is the number one movie prop here. There's lots of different movie props, different sizes for this book that I've seen online. And then usually what will happen is you will get the handbook for the recently deceased. Some will have the title on the spine, but most of them have the paper around the book itself. And then what really comes down to it is that the book is either just a book that's had the paper wrapped around it, or it's blank on the inside, like a journal, a blank journal. What I like about mine is when you open it up, it has the first part in here that they sort of just pasted on one of the pages. And I think this is when they're trying to raise the dead. Okay, and Otho does the ceremony to raise the dead here. And so as you can see, it says in there. And then once you get in, it's an encyclopedia, the World Book of Encyclopedia. So, you can definitely, if you want to make it better yourself, you can do what this person did, and you can put more of the things on here that are quoted from the movie. The book itself is supposed to be by James Hunt, I think. There's a lot of history to the book itself, and it is interesting to look back at it. I still don't understand exactly how the book came to be. I know that McDowell was the writer on this, and then Tim Burton stepped in. And if you read the history of Beetlejuice, it's really interesting. It takes forever to dive into the history of how Beetlejuice became to be, the movie, how it was written, the ideas of the movie, what was taken, and it was really just taken from different parts, because McDowell originally wrote the screenplay for it, and it was dark and it was sinister, and it had a whole bunch of different characters, and the studio really didn't like it. And then once Tim Burton and some other writers stepped in and helped out to clean it up, it became this masterpiece that we know today. So, is there really a real book out there that was written called Handbook for the Recently Deceased? I can't find it, but I did find some stuff that refers to it a little more, or maybe where it might have came from in the psychology world. So that's that. If you want that book, that's cool. Let's go in here. Here's the paper clip that they find. I think it was on the mantle. I can't remember, but it's in the newspaper, and it states that they've passed away. So there you have that. That looks pretty legit, real, and old. I have the Beetlejuice, or the Beetlejuice, the Bio-Exorcist cards here. I have 3 of them. I might even have more than that. But, here's the card that Beetlejuice would have gave people, and you're supposed to speak his name 3 times. And we're all familiar with that. So there's some business cards. And then this is kind of funny when they're in the waiting room, when they go to the land of the dead, and they end up in the waiting room with all those characters, and it's a really funny part in there. And this is the line, and this is how many people are ahead of him. So, and at the end, he obviously tries to switch that out and gets his head shrunken. And then here's one of the pictures that Winona Ryder's taking, of them running around trying to scare the parents in the sheets, the designer sheets, and she's the only one that could see them. So, obviously it's one of the best Winona Ryder movies. She was in Lucas before that, and that's why she got casted by Tim Burton to be in Beetlejuice. So there's that, and that looks pretty cool and realistic. Here's a big poster of Beetlejuice. Troubled by the living, is death the problem and not the solution? Unhappy with eternity, having difficult adjusting, speak my name 3 times, and then so you got this pretty big poster here, and that is all the Beetlejuice stuff I have. So there's more stuff out there, but this is all I have in my collection now. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to put this together. Halloween's coming up. We're almost in October, and and then another thing that is famous in the movies is Jump in the Line, and Deo, the banana song, that type of stuff, and those scenes are classic scenes. And then, believe it or not, they came out with Beetlejuice toys in the 80s, and I never bought any of these because I didn't even know they existed, really. Maybe I would have. But these are 1990 is what they're showing up here on the print. And then this is the Phantom Flyer, which didn't even exist. But the Beetlejuice character, that's pretty cool. He doesn't come inside there, but he would be fun to pick up eventually. I think I'd want that. Otho, they got a lot of the characters that they put out. And the box is in great condition, never messed with. Somebody actually bought this for a kid at some point, never opened it, and the kid was probably like, what? Phantom Flyer vehicle. So let me know if you had the Beetlejuice Kenner toys, if they ever gave you one of those. That's a pretty big one. Probably my favorite, the Vanishing Bolt. So it creates this micro Beetlejuice play set. So here it is, and the vault kind of opens. There's lots of videos out there that demonstrate what these toys look like. I'm not ever going to probably open them, so I'm just going to leave it inside the box. And that's 1992. That's 1990 also, not 1992. And then here's the gross out meter. So that's one of the Beetlejuice, how grossed out do you get? And then the only other one, besides I said, like getting the Beetlejuice character himself and maybe some other ones, maybe Winona Ryder if they have that one, I don't know if they do, but is like the Cadillac car that comes in the box. I think it was the biggest toy out of the Beetlejuice toy collection. So I just wanted to go over that. I think that's pretty cool. That's a lot of stuff I have for the Beetlejuice. Go ahead and comment below if you like the movie, if you had any of the toys, if you like what you're seeing. As always, subscribe. I'm always grateful for you guys coming in and checking out my videos. I'm getting close to my 50th video, and if you want to check out the other stuff, the other videos I have, I think I just did. I can't remember what the last one I did, but I have been doing ones on toy guns, blow molds, Christmas and Halloween. I have some in there on Evel Knievel. I have tons of vintage Star Wars, G.I. Joe vehicle stuff in there, Lego castles, moon boots, and much, much more. So I'll see you guys in the future, time travelers. And thanks for watching Time Travel is Possible.